Hello everyone, my name is Pawan Kumar, Assistant Professor from Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Okay, today I am discussing about switchgear and protection. In that, the lecture number 5, which deals with oil circuit breakers. Okay, in previous classes we have discussed about elementary principles of arc interruption and in the different types which is required. Okay, those are restriving voltage, okay, reverse restriving voltage which is average RRRV and maximum RRRV. Then after that the current chopping and resistance switching. Okay, so these are we discussed earlier, and after that what is the basic type of protection system and what is circuit breaker. So this also we have discussed. After that there are many types of circuit breakers are there. Among those, oil circuit breaker, air brake circuit breaker, SF6 circuit breaker and vacuum circuit breaker. Okay, so in previous classes we have discussed about air brake circuit breaker, air blast circuit breaker. Now we have seen several disadvantages of air brake circuit breaker and air blast circuit breaker, right? So further in continuation we are moving with oil circuit breakers. Okay, so the difference between oil circuit breaker and air brake circuit breaker will be go in detail in this lecture. Now, so these are the lecture contents that I am going to deliver now, which consists of what is oil circuit breaker and the types of oil circuit breakers. Okay, at the end of this session you will get the clear idea about oil circuit breakers and its operation and its types. Now, so what is oil circuit breaker? What is oil circuit breaker? Previous classes we have seen one disadvantage of air brake circuit breaker, that is the air has less dielectric strength property, so that the arc quenching time is very high and the intensity of arc is not properly quenched. So that is the disadvantage of air brake circuit breaker or air blast circuit breaker, because it is because of the dielectric strength of air is very less, which is 30 kV per centimeter. Okay, but if you are using oil circuit breaker, the dielectric strength of mineral oil is 110 kV per centimeter. So that is the advantage of oil circuit breaker. Okay, so with this advantage the oil circuit breakers are analyzed. Now, so this is the basic diagram of oil circuit breaker. In this, the fixed contact and moving contact both are immersed in a mineral oil. Okay, so this mineral oil has two properties which will give insulation for this tank. For example, this is contacts which are consists of current, heavy current. So this heavy current, if it is touched with this tank, what happens? There is a insulation. So the oil circuit breaker, in oil circuit breaker we are using oil as a insulating medium as well as the arc quenching medium. Okay, so the fixed contact and moving contact are immersed in oil. Okay, these are immersed in a oil. So for example, if any arc produced here, what happens? The heat will be generated around the arc. Okay, so because of that arc, because of that heat, what happens is around the arc the oil will be heated up and there will be production of hydrogen molecules and ethylene and methane. Okay, these gases will be produced between around the arc. Okay, so this will be used as quenching property. Okay, this will be used to quench this arc. Clear? I am repeating again. So oil circuit breaker in oil circuit breaker we have fixed contact and moving contact which is immersed in a oil. So oil has two advantages here. Okay, one is it will provide insulating medium between contacts and between tank. Okay, so for example these contacts will have higher amount of currents. Okay, these currents will be insulated from the tank because we are touching the tank. Okay, so for that we need to insulate this tank. Okay, so for that the oil will be used as insulating medium. And the second main advantage is, and the second purpose of oil is, for example this is oil immersed in a tank. Okay, now there is a abnormality occurs. Before abnormality, fixed contact and moving contact are touching each other. Okay, for example if any abnormality, this moving contact will be moved away from the fixed contact. So there is a separation of gap. Okay, there will be a gap. In that gap the current is trying to flow like a arc. Okay, so this, because of this arc, heat will be produced and this heat will be ionize the gas. Okay, ionize the gas. This is like, for example this oil will be heated up and the hydrogen, ethylene and methane and some carbon particles also developed around the arc. Okay, so as hydrogen has high conducting property, this arc will be cooled up. Okay, because of this dielectric strength of the air will be reduces. Okay, as dielectric strength will increase, now what happen is, as dielectric strength is increases, now what happen is the quenching of arc is very smooth. Okay, so this is the main feature of oil circuit breaker. Okay, immersed in a insulating oil, that we have discussed here. Next one is, here what I have discussed, this is the fixed contact and moving contact. When there is a production of arc, the oil around the contacts will be heated up and there is a production of hydrogen bubble. Okay, the gas I am talking as hydrogen bubble. Okay, this is that hydrogen bubble. So in this there is a pressurized gas present here, right? Now for example if you want to increase the current, okay, the fault current is increasing or whatever it may be happen, for that what we need to do is we need to increase the length. Okay, that is one more possibility. There is a other possibility also there. For example, if you are providing this pressurized air into this arc, if you are providing pressurized air into this arc, there is also arc quenched immediately. Okay, so that is the advantages that I am going to deliver in this lecture only in next slides. Okay, so the oil circuit breaker is divided as mainly two types, which is bulk oil circuit breaker and minimum oil circuit breaker. Bulk oil circuit breaker will again classified as plain break oil circuit breaker and arc control oil circuit breaker. Okay, so this is the classification of oil circuit breakers. Let us go in detail of each one. The first one is bulk oil circuit breaker. Okay, in this again we have two types, right? So the first one is plain break oil circuit breaker. Okay, in plain break oil circuit breaker, previously what we have shown, that is the plain break oil circuit breaker. Okay, so the oil is placed inside a tank which is plain tank. There is no separate equipment which will be placed here. Okay, for example, if you want to quench the torque, we need to increase the length of moving contact. Okay, that is the only possibility in plain brake oil circuit breaker. Okay, so for example, if you are using for higher voltages, what happens? The arc will be very intense. For high voltages, arc will be very intense. Okay, so in that case, what we need to do to quench the torque, we need to increase the length of gap between the contacts. Okay, between the contacts. Now, so that's why it is not useful for high voltages. Okay, the arc is extinguished only by increasing the gap between the contacts. So if you want to use for higher voltages, we need to increase the length. As the length increases, the size of tank will also increases. Okay, so the cost will be increases. So that is the basic disadvantages of plain brake oil circuit breaker. Okay, so observe here, this is the fixed contact. So this is the fixed contact, this is the moving contact. Okay, when moving contact is moving away from the fixed contact, there is a production of arc. Okay, because of this arc, around that arc, oil will be heated up. Okay, this heated oil will be vapor like hydrogen and small quantities of methylene, ethane and carbon particles. Okay, so this hydrogen will be cool up this arc and will provide high dielectric strength to the gap and it will easily quench the arc. Okay, okay, so if you observe the disadvantages, as the voltage, if you want to increase the voltages, we need to increase the arc length. Okay, we need to increase the gap. That is the one more disadvantages of oil blast circuit breaker. And the next one is inconsistent arc timings. Okay, there is no consistent arc timing in plain oil circuit breaker because just we are providing that arc quenching property by increasing the gap between the contacts. Okay, so that's why there is no confined time to quench that arc. Okay, so that's why it is inconsistent arcing time. Okay, so which is for 100 to 150 microseconds. 100 to 150 microseconds. Now let us go for applications. This will be useful for low voltage applications up to 11 kV only. Okay, 11 kV, 250 MVA. Up to this range only. We won't go for above. Okay, why? Because we have already discussed. It doesn't have any probable. Okay, it doesn't have any extra arc quenching medium, right? Let us go for next one, which is air control circuit breaker. Sorry, arc control oil circuit breaker. Okay, so in this type what happen is we are providing confined area. Okay, we are providing confined area which we call it as pressure pot. Okay, instead which we are providing confined area which is insulated pressure pot. Okay, now what happens in this pot only, the gas will be increased. So as the gas will be increased, what happens? The pressure of the gas also increases. Okay, due to the pressure, when the moving contact is moving away from the fixed contact, there is a pressurized gas force the arc to be quenched, to be extinguished. Okay, so that is the added advantage in case of arc control oil circuit breaker. Okay, based on this insulated pressure pot, there is a 3 types. Based on this construction, there are 3 types of oil circuit breakers are there. Those are plain explosion pot, next one is cross jet explosion pot type, and the third one is self compensated explosion pot type. Okay, let us go to in detail of each one. So plain explosion pot type. So what the name indicates here, plain. What the name indicates here, plain. Okay, let us see. So this is the pot which is plain explosion pot. Okay, it is a insulated plain material which is enclosed oil. Okay, here we have oil. Here you will have oil. Okay, for example, there is a abnormality occurs. For example, there is a abnormality occurs. The moving contact is need to move away from the contacts. Okay, so here the oil will be there. So in between these contacts there is a arc. There is a arc. Because of that arc, the total area which is around this arc will be heated up. So the heating of oil will causes for production of gases, as we have discussed earlier only. Okay, so that hydrogen and methylene ethane gases are pressurized, becoming pressurized and coming out. Okay, coming out. So in this process the arc will also become extinguished. Okay, so that is the concept of plain oil. Okay, plain explosion pot. So this is only used for medium voltages only. Why? Because for example let us take higher currents. Okay, for example let us take higher currents. In higher currents what happens? There is a high amount of arc produced here. There is a high amount of arc will be produced here. Okay, this high amount of arc will be ionize the oil or heated up the oil, so the more amount of hydrogen gases will be produced inside this chamber only. Okay, now at one time, because of that pressurized air or hydrogen, because of that pressurized hydrogen, the hydrogen has explosion characteristic, right? So because of that pressurized hydrogen, the total chamber will be blasted up. This is only because of we are using for higher currents. Okay, so that is the one more drawback of plain explosion type pot. Okay, for example, let us use it for lesser currents. So there is a when we are using for lesser currents, there is a small small arc will be produced and the heated oil will become less. Okay, and the gas production also less. This gas will not able to quench this arc when we are used for low currents. Okay, so that is the one more disadvantage of plain explosion pot. So this is only for medium currents. The plain explosion pot is only for medium currents, right? And the next type is cross jet explosion pot. Okay, in cross jet explosion pot, there is a special construction is there, which is used to avoid explosion in previous case. In previous case, what happened? If you are using plain explosion pot, Okay, for higher currents there is a explosion will happen because the chamber does not provide any path for that high pressurized gas. Okay, in this what happens is, for example, if you are using for higher currents, if you are using for higher currents, if you are using for higher currents, even though if the gas is increased, if the gas produced is increased, so that gas will be coming out from these vents. Okay, the gas will be coming out from the vents which are called air splitters, arc splitters, which called as arc splitters. Okay, so this is the advanced version of previous one, plain oil circuit breaker. Okay, so we are providing this special case, so hence we can use it for high currents. Okay, if you are going for next one, self compensated explosion pot. Okay, self compensated explosion pot is the combination of plain explosion pot and cross jet explosion pot. So this is the case. In the in one construction only, the above one will be used for cross jet explosion pot, this chamber, and the bottom one used as plain explosion pot. Okay, in one confined construction only we are using two types. One is cross jet explosion pot, another one is plain explosion pot. Okay, for example, if you are using for higher currents, the gas will be coming out from these arc splitters. Okay, this can be used for high currents as well as low currents because of this advantage, which is combination of cross jet and plain explosion pot. Okay, now what are the disadvantages of bulk oil circuit breaker? Let us see here. So if you observe this diagram, this is the bulk oil circuit breaker which is used in the substation. Okay, this is the construction. We have tank, here, and the contacts are coming out with insulated bushings. Okay, these are the insulated bushings to bring the contacts outside. Okay, now let us come to disadvantage part. Okay, what is the disadvantage of bulk oil circuit breaker? This is, in bulk oil circuit breaker we need to have more oil. Okay, bulk oil name indicates that only, we need to have more oil. Okay, so more oil means there is a space, we need to have a big size. Okay, that is the one disadvantage. And the second one is, for example, for 100 kV 3500 MVA circuit breaker, we need to have 10,000 liters of oil. Okay, for 100 kV 3500 MVA we need to have 10,000 liters. If we are used for 220 kV, we need to have 50,000 liters. 50,000 liter indicates what is the amount of size we need to have, the tank size. Okay, it is very big now. So that is the disadvantage of bulk oil circuit breaker. So the next disadvantage is, for example, if you want to do maintenance here, what we need to do? First we need to take out entire oil, which is 10,000 or 50,000 liters of oil, we need to take out from the tank. then only we need to maintain. Okay, then only we can maintain. So that is this is the very costliest maintenance and also very complex maintenance. Okay, so this is also one more disadvantage in case of bulk oil circuit breaker. So to avoid that, we went for minimum oil circuit breaker. So what is minimum oil circuit breaker? In case of bulk oil circuit breaker, the oil is used for two purposes. One is for insulation purpose and the second is used for arc quenching property. Okay, that in total amount for arc quenching only 10% is used. Okay, only 10% is used for arc quenching, right? And remaining oil will be used for insulation purpose only. Okay, so for example, so that is the point here. In bulk oil circuit breaker, 10% oil only used for arc extinction. Okay, majority is used for insulation purpose only. Okay, so that is the disadvantage of bulk oil circuit breaker. Okay, so for example, if you are reducing this insulation, okay, if you are reducing this insulation by providing solid insulating material in the tank instead of going for oil, okay, as oil has less dielectric strength compared to solids. So that's why if you are using insulation, solids as insulation, so the size of oil circuit breaker will be minimized. So that's what we call it as minimum oil circuit breaker. Okay, minimum oil circuit breaker. So here for insulation purpose we are using solid dielectrics and for arc quenching we are using oil only. Okay, so in this how we are quenching the arc is same as bulk oil circuit breaker. Okay, so this is the construction of minimum oil circuit breaker. So there is a fixed contact here, there is a moving contact here. Okay, in normal operating conditions the fixed contact and moving contact will touch each other, but in abnormality cases only this the moving contact will be moved away from the fixed contact. Hence what happens? There is a production of arc. Okay, we need to quench this arc as usual. So further in minimum oil circuit breaker what happens here is this oil is there now. So this oil will be coming here and also this oil. So the total oil and vaporized hydrogen, okay, because of this heating hydrogen will also produces. So the oil and hydrogen will be pressurized here and then the arc will be quenched, and then the arc will be quenched. Whenever, I am repeating, whenever the moving contact is moving away from the fixed contact, there is a production of arc. So to quench this arc, we need to quench this arc, the oil will become here and pressurize this arc. So the dielectric medium of in between the contact will be increases. So the arc will be quenched. Okay, so that is the property of minimum oil circuit breaker. So for example, if you are using this for high currents, let us see what happens. If you are using for high currents, what happens is there is a special arrangement here which is arc extinction device. Okay, this will be vaporized with gas. This will be vaporized with gas, which is a special constructing medium. Okay, in that case what happens is when the arc pressure, when the oil pressure is increases and the hydrogen pressure also increases, so there is a opening here. There will be a opening here. So from here also there is a pressurized, from here also there is a pressurized gas quench the arc, and also from here, which is axially also the oil is injecting. Okay, so that is the special case. So this can be used for high currents also. Okay, so let us go for cross view of this minimum oil circuit breaker. So this is the fixed contact. This is the fixed contact and this is the moving contact. In between the fixed contact and moving contact there is a production of arc. So with this special equipment, special arrangement, see, you can see here there is a splitting here. There is a splitting here. Because of this splitting only, during high currents the arc will be easily quenched. Okay, so minimum oil circuit breaker can be used for as low voltages, low currents, high currents. Okay, now there is a, even though the minimum oil circuit breaker has advantages like compact in size, which is less in size, and used for all types of currents, which is minimum, medium and more. Okay, now the disadvantage of minimum oil circuit breaker is for during oil heating process there is a production of hydrogen gases, as we have discussed. Along with the hydrogen gases, a small quantities of methylene, ethane and carbon particles also. Okay, so these carbon particles will be discharged in contacts, which is fixed contact and moving contact. Okay, so this carbonization will become worst for long run. Okay, so as we are using this circuit breaker for longer period, degree of carbonization will be increased. If degree of carbonization will increase means the dielectric strength property of circuit breaker will be reduced, so the age of circuit breaker will also reduce and the performance of circuit breaker will also reduce. So that is the disadvantage of this minimum oil circuit breaker. Okay, so let us discuss what we have discussed in this class. We have seen what is oil circuit breaker. In oil circuit breaker, bulk oil circuit breaker is there, one of the type, and second one is minimum oil circuit breaker. In bulk oil circuit breaker only, plain break oil circuit breaker and arc control oil circuit breaker. So these two are the differentiation in bulk oil circuit breaker. Okay, the next one is, we have discussed disadvantage of bulk oil circuit breaker, as it is it requires high size because the oil requires in 10,000 liters and 20,000 liters. Okay, the size required is high and maintenance required is high. Okay, that is the disadvantage of bulk oil circuit breaker. And the next one is, we discussed minimum oil circuit breaker. In minimum oil circuit breaker, for insulation purpose we are using solids, and for arc extinction we are using oil as well. Okay, the arc quenching is like bulk oil circuit breaker only. And the next is disadvantage of minimum oil circuit breaker is carbonization. Amount of carbonization will be increased if you are used for long run. So proper regular maintenance is required. Okay, so this is the topic about minimum oil, bulk oil circuit breaker, which is confined as oil circuit breakers. Okay, thank you.